This is the latest security camera from eufy, and it's one of a kind.
Not only is this a security camera, it's also an outdoor light.
But like other products from eufy, there's more to this than first meets the eye. So in this video, we're going to do a deep dive and take a look at all the features this has to offer from the new eufy S100 wired wall light cam. Now, before I tell you all the different features, I want to first cover what's included with this light, as well as the basic process of getting it installed. So first up, what's included is the light itself. We also have the mounting base that's used to install it on the side of your house. We have base screws, we have some fixed screws for the camera, a USB cable, and this quick start guide. First, to set up the system, you can use the included cable to plug into a USB power brick, and that will power on the light, so that way you can get it set up in the eufy security app. Next, you'll simply turn the camera over, scan the QR code with the application, and the setup process will begin. Once the setup process is complete in the eufy security app, you can disconnect the light and then get ready for the installation outside. Always be careful with electricity, so if you don't feel comfortable doing this yourself, you can always hire an electrician to help you with this step. Otherwise, if you do feel comfortable enough to install this, it's a really simple process. But first, we need to make sure to turn off the power at the breaker, so that way no power is going to the light while we do the installation. Now, for the best motion detection experience, you should install this between 71 and 79 inches above the ground. Now, this is going to be pretty typical for most front porch lights, so if that's what you're going to be doing, if you're going to be replacing an existing porch light with this, then you should be just fine. After the power's off, you should remove your old light and then install the mounting base for the S100. Wiring the light is a really simple process. You just need to connect the ground wire to the top terminal, the neutral wire to the middle terminal, and then the live or the power or the hot wire to the bottom terminal. Once the wires are in place, you simply have to tighten them down with a small flat screwdriver. Then you just have to push the light in place with the base, and the terminals that are on the base actually make the electrical connections to the light for you, which is a really nice feature. Then just install the side screws to hold the light in place, turn the power back on, and your installation process is done. After you install the camera, you can position the camera either to the left or to the right by 30 degrees, so that way you can make sure the camera is in the perfect spot. Also, as opposed to a lot of other security cameras, this security camera comes in a 4:3 aspect ratio, as opposed to a 16:9 or a widescreen ratio. Now, this is going to be similar to what you'd find on older TV sets, where it's more of a square picture instead of a wide picture. But the advantage here with this is that you get more of a view with the camera. So this is a 2K picture, so it's going to be clear when it comes to the recorded security footage that you're going to capture. And it also has a 160-degree viewing angle, which is super wide. So you'll not only be able to see people's faces as they approach your house, but you'll also be able to see whether or not they left something at your door, and also even the cars that might be parked along the road. The S100 provides you with both day and night security with its integrated camera and light functions. To me, this light looks very modern. It has a futuristic design. The housing itself is black, and then the lighting areas are white, and the light areas are flat as well, which is going to provide you more nighttime coverage, especially because there's not just one light, there's two. The camera can record in color at nighttime too, even without the light on. So that's a really cool feature and can help you pick up those extra details. Now, there has to be enough ambient light for this to work, but if there isn't enough light, it'll still record in a black and white infrared view that will give you a lot of clear details. The camera and light also feature motion activated control. As you can see here, the light turns on even before I enter the frame in this video, and then it also records me as I continue to walk across the yard. So with this setup, you can control either the camera to start recording, the lights to come on, or both, depending on what your needs are. You can turn either of these features on and off in the app. Now, as far as what the notifications look like, here's an example from my phone. This is what the notification pop-up looks like. And when it detects motion and does a recording, it'll actually record the 3 seconds previous to when the event happened. So that way it gives you better context of what happened when the video was recorded. Also, in addition to watching the event recording from your phone, you can even connect to the camera live to see what's happening in real time. And you don't even have to be at home for this to work. You can connect to the camera and see what's going on at your house in real time, as long as you have an internet connection. And when you connect to the camera live, you can even have a two-way conversation. So if you want to give instructions to the delivery driver, for example, as to whether or not they can leave a package, you can go ahead and just tell them right there as they're at your house.
Hello? Hello?
Or if you start to see someone sneaking around your house that maybe shouldn't be there, you can ask them what they're doing. Or if it looks like they're trying to break in or do something else, then you can always set off the 105 decibel alarm and flash the lights to scare them away. As far as storing the video is concerned, it comes with 4 gigabytes of onboard storage in the light itself, so that way you can store a lot of footage on the light without having to rely on internet access or paying monthly fees to a cloud service if you don't want to. By storing the video footage on the device itself, it also helps with the security, and that will give you that peace of mind that your video won't be leaked on the internet. And if 4 gigabytes of online storage isn't enough for you, this will also integrate with eufy's Homebase 3, which gives you another 16 gigabytes of storage, and that can actually be expanded up to 16 terabytes with an external hard drive. Now, I know there was a lot to cover with the camera, but we haven't even talked about the lights yet, and there's a lot more to cover with the lights than what first meets the eye. So first up, these lights are 1200 lumens, which is enough light to light up an area that's about 30 feet from wherever the light's installed. So not only is this going to let you capture all the footage that you need from a security perspective, it's also going to help you light up the area when you come home at night, so that way you can see all the way to the front door. Not only can the lights come on when they detect motion, but you can also set the lights to turn on as a dusk to dawn light. So you can set it to turn on at sunset and to turn off at sunrise if you want to. The application gives you a lot of flexibility here, and it lets you fine tune this light to your exact preferences. You can even set the light to turn on and turn off at certain times of the day and certain days of the week if you want. You can also choose 3 different tone levels, either cold, neutral, or warm, depending on what look you're going for, and you can even set the brightness all from the app. Now this is where it gets really interesting, because not only can you control the tone of the light anywhere from cool to warm, but you can also change it to another color altogether. So if you want an easy way to dress up your house for the holidays, you can change your light to green or to red or to purple or to blue, depending on whatever it is that you want to do. Another advantage to having the colors, maybe you're having guests come over to your house that are unfamiliar with where you live, you can simply tell them, look for the house with the purple light or the yellow light or the green light out front. That'll help your guests locate your house easily, and it'll be a great way to start the evening. You can even set the light to rotate through colors in either a blinking fashion or a smooth transition fashion, and you can even control how fast the light changes between these different colors. But wait, there's more. Did I tell you you can actually turn the lights and position them to where you want them to be? So if you want to light up your door, for example, you can pivot the light to light up the door area, or if you want to light up the sides of your house, you can pivot both lights to do the same thing. You can even set the lights to flip around completely backwards to give your wall a nice glow instead of having the light shine directly out towards the street. You can even position the bottom light to face the wall and the top light to face out, or vice versa. Like I said, this has a ton of options when it comes to lighting choices, and it will help you not only be able to see better at night, but it will really give your house an updated and sleek look. And if you're wondering what the lights look like when they're turned around completely, on the back side you have a nice textured pattern, so even turned around, these are going to look good in the daytime. And the S100 also integrates with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, so you can control your light and monitor your camera with just the sound of your voice. So if you're looking to upgrade your security and your curb appeal at the same time, the S100 might just be your best option. All right, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.